He was rejected by Anderlecht, rejected by Mechelen, rejected by Genk. Three of Belgium's biggest academies looked at Ismael Saibari and let him walk. 25 years later, he scored against Brazil at a World Cup, and 3 days after that goal, Bayern Munich paid €55 million to sign him. This is how a kid nobody wanted became the most expensive gamble in Bavaria. Saibari wasn't even born where you'd expect. Terrassa, Spain, January 2001. A Moroccan family raising a kid who'd eventually have to choose a nation to play for, not once, but twice. The family moved to Belgium when he was young, and that's where football tried to chew him up. Beerschot, Anderlecht, Mechelen, Genk. By the time Genk let him go in 2020, most kids would have taken the hint. Saibari took a flight to the Netherlands instead. PSV Eindhoven signed him in July 2020. Not as a star, as a project. He started in Jong PSV, the reserves, grinding through the Eerste Divisie, while better-known names got the headlines. His senior debut? A substitute appearance, coming on for Mario Götze, coming on for a World Cup winner in a team that wasn't even sure what it had. For 3 seasons, Saibari was a name PSV fans knew, but nobody outside Eindhoven did. Then, August 2023 happened. A brace against Rangers in a Champions League playoff. 5-1. Man of the match. Suddenly, the kid who'd been cut 4 times was starting at the Emirates against Arsenal in the group stage of the Champions League. He'd gone from reject to Champions League starter in 3 years. Here's the part most fans never knew. Before the 2022 World Cup, Belgium came calling. Roberto Martinez, the actual Belgium national team coach, personally reached out, trying to convince Saibari to switch allegiance. Saibari's answer? "I thought it was fantastic," he said, "but I told him I had chosen Morocco." The same country whose academies in Belgium had rejected him as a kid was the country he chose with his career. Poetic, brutal, and very on brand for this story. By 2025, Saibari wasn't just a squad player anymore. He was Eredivisie champion, back to back. Then a 3rd straight title in 2025-26, and Player of the Year with 15 goals and 8 assists. Then came January 2026, the AFCON final. Morocco versus Senegal, pouring rain, and Saibari alongside Achraf Hakimi got caught up in one of the strangest controversies in tournament history, blocking towels from reaching Senegal's goalkeeper, even helping ball boys swipe them from behind the net. A 3-match ban, $100,000 fine, global headlines for all the wrong reasons. He apologized in person at Senegal's team hotel, but for a few weeks, the towel incident was the only thing anyone said about Ismael Saibari. Fast forward to June 2026, the World Cup. East Rutherford, New Jersey. Morocco versus Brazil. Saibari opens the scoring. A 1-1 draw against the 5-time champions, and he's the man who got Morocco on the board. Bayern Munich had already been circling for weeks. Vincent Kompany wanted him specifically, reportedly pushing the deal personally, even as PSV held firm on their asking price. But that goal against Brazil? It lit the fuse. 3 days later, the clubs had a deal. €55 million, a PSV transfer record, smashing anything they'd ever sold a player for. A contract running to 2031. A medical completed at Morocco's World Cup base camp, supervised by Bayern's own team doctor, because Saibari couldn't even pause his tournament to sign for one of Europe's biggest clubs. The kid 4 academies didn't want is now wearing Bayern Munich red. Think about the path here. Rejected in Belgium, rebuilt in Eindhoven, nearly defined by a towel scandal in Senegal. And then, on the biggest stage in football, one goal against Brazil turned years of being overlooked into a €55 million contract at one of the most successful clubs on the planet. Saibari didn't get picked first. He just made sure he was impossible to ignore by the time it mattered. So here's the real question heading into next season. Can he do at Bayern what he did at PSV, turn from project into Player of the Year? That's the story so far. We'll be watching every minute of it,